Are you looking for ways to get green tea in your diet because you know how healthy it is, but you don't always want to drink it? Follow along. So this recipe is a Japanese dessert recipe, and I have my own take on it here. It's actually pretty quick and easy to put together, and it is really tasty. But we all know that there is a lot of health benefits to drinking green tea or consuming green tea, and I want to share some of the different ways to do that. So this variation of this dessert is actually not using matcha because matcha has a limited supply. It's been in really high demand lately for good reasons. It is delicious. But there are many other types of green teas out there, and they have many of those same health benefits depending on the quality that you get, things like that. And so I want to show you a way to get another really tasty green tea that you might be able to get a lot easier than a matcha. With this recipe, we're going to use a type of green tea called Hojicha. And it is, and I'm using tea bags right now because for most people, you're probably going to get your Hojicha through a tea bag versus a loose leaf. You can also adjust it for a loose leaf tea though. But I want to keep it pretty easy and something that most people are going to be able to have access to. So Hojicha is different than matcha, which is actually a tea that is shade grown. Hojicha and many other types of green tea are grown in the sun. And then this one is actually roasted. And so it has a really nice sort of warm roast toasted flavor to it. And but it also is really low in caffeine. So if you're someone who doesn't want to get much caffeine in your diet, or caffeine really can impact your sleep, for example, this is a really good choice. Now, all teas, all green teas are much lower than, for example, coffee, but Hojicha is even lower in caffeine. So that is another good piece to it. So for this recipe, all you need is, in this case, I'm using a plant-based milk. I have an oat milk here, and this is about 1.5 cups. But you can use your plant milk of choice, whether it's soy, a walnut, a macadamia, whatever kind of plant-based milk you want. And I'm going to warm this up, and then I'm going to steep the tea in it to add that flavor. So let's get started. I'm going to steep the tea in here. So I'm going to add these in. And we're going to let them steep for actually about 10 minutes to really get the flavor. We have our milk steeped with the Hojicha tea, and I'm going to, again, put a little bit of heat under this. And I'm going to add to this 4 teaspoons of maple syrup. You can use a sweetener of your choice. You could use honey. You could just use plain sugar, or coconut sugar, whatever works for you. To this, I'm also going to add some coconut cream to it, 1/3 cup. So I'm just going to let this warm up again for a few minutes. The next thing I'm adding in here is something called Agar, which is a plant-based thickener similar to gelatin, but I'm choosing not to use gelatin right now. And this is just going to be put in here and dissolved, and it's going to thicken this pudding. So once you have the coconut cream and your sweetener, in this case the maple syrup, really blended in and this warmed up, you put in 2 teaspoons of this agar. I am going to do this for about 3 minutes and just let this thicken. I am now going to pour it into these glasses that we're going to serve it out of. So this is the final product. It will get much thicker as it cools. I'm going to leave this on the counter and let it cool a little bit more, and then I'm going to cover it and put it in the refrigerator for about 2 to 3 hours or overnight, whatever is easier for you. Here is the final product. These have been chilling in the refrigerator, and this is our Hojicha pudding. And I'm going to add some whipped cream to the top of this to just finish it a little bit, add a new texture in here. And then you can put on top of this anything. You can sprinkle something on top. You can put some fruits, some berries, something like that on here, and then enjoy. If you're looking for a new dessert recipe that also gives you some great nutrition, give this a try. Mm. You can really taste the roasted green tea, the Hojicha in here. It is so good, and it's actually really refreshing, light, and not too sweet. So let us know what you think in the comments, and I hope you give this a try.